My name is Sakwa James, and by God's grace I am born again, and this is my Polepole journey. All the time, society and society has faces to it. That would be our families, our friends, and the people we hang around. There are achievements or blocks that they have attached to growing up. When you grow up to a certain age, you need to knock off one block. When you grow to the next stage, knock off another block. And many people, when we get to some of these stages, because of that pressure, direct and indirect, internal pressure and external pressure, though I think it's the external pressure that causes the internal pressure, but it gets people to have a lot of crisis of values, crisis of belief, sometimes crisis of even their own, of charting their own, the trajectory of their lives. And one such thing for me, my case has been, when does a man get married? How old is a man allowed to be without a wife? And so I'm sure you have heard, even where you are, that when you get to finish high school and finish campus and God gives you a job and you are earning a few dollars or Kenya shillings in this case, then you need to find yourself a wife. And that pressure has been there. And for me, it's always been there. As a matter of fact, I can't remember a time in my life, save for when I was probably in high school, but anything after that, I can't remember a time in my life when I lived without that pressure. Everybody saying, Sakwa, you need to get married. Sakwa, when are you getting married? Sakwa, how old are you again? Like every time you're celebrating your birthday, somebody wishes you happy birthday, and instead of handing you a gift, what do they hand you next? That question again. You know, you're not getting any younger. You know, many even start suggesting, making suggestion. You know, this lady, they point and point. Some even introduce them. I have even been, many ladies, I have been shown many of them and told how they are the perfect fit and this and the other. But I have decided, and by God's grace, that I will make those decisions, and I'll make that decision. I will get to that turn and I'll take that turn when I decide to take that time, when I am happy to take that turn, when I am comfortable to take that turn. And I will not take that turn because I have to get the right answer for someone. I don't want to take that turn because I have to fit in. I want to take that turn because I am happy with where I am going. So being in this position has been a difficult, a challenging phase, I should say. But I've decided to stay there. Why? Because I know, and I have seen it from many of my friends, those who are close and those who are not. They make this decision out of desperation, out of the desire to fit in, bandwagon, and their stories are horrible. They are horrifying. Challenges and trouble every day. Not to say that marriage will not have these things, but I think half of them are coming from, why did you choose to take that direction? What was your basis? On what foundation were you building it on? Did you do it for you, or you did it for the audience? So I want to do it for me. I want to do it for her. I want to do it for God's glory and not for the audience. So what have I learned? I have learned, my biggest lesson, I think I should take it from 1 Peter 5:6, and it says, humble yourself therefore under the mighty hand of God, and at the right time he will uplift you in honor. I want to stay where I am for as long as God allows me to stay here. If he asks me to move, I will happily move, but I want him to be the one to uplift me in honor. I want to do it for me. I want to do it for her. I want to do it for God's glory, not for the audience, because I have come to learn that getting married is a beautiful thing, but it is more beautiful when one gets married at the right time. And right time here has nothing to do with age, has nothing to do with season, has nothing to do with expectation. It has everything to do with where your heart is. It has everything to do with where the heart of the other person is. And that is all I am looking at. That is all that is keeping me where I am today. So what I would encourage many others who are out there in the same journey, I will tell them the pressure will be there and there's nothing you can do about it. Pressure will be there, but the bird will come and rest on your shoulder. The question is whether you will allow it to build a nest there or not. So I get this pressure every day, but I don't carry it home. I leave it at that conversation. And I know that as 1 Peter 5:6 has said again, at the right time, God will uplift me in honor. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been my Polepole journey.